What's up, guys? All right, today I'm going out to do a semi truck wash. All right, we got about 8 of them on the list today. Haven't done it before. A little excited, a little nervous, a little bit of everything going on right now. But I have a background in professional car detailing, so I'm not. It's more of a product thing. I bought some new product called Stars and Stripes. Watched a couple of videos on it. It looks fantastic. It's a touchless wash. So we'll check it out. But we're on our way now. So let's get some van talk in. So I was gonna do this on the last video. Was unable to because I didn't have a microphone, and the phone holder rattles a lot, so you couldn't hear anything I was saying. Anyways, let's get on with it. This gentleman had reached out to me. I haven't actually spoken to him in person yet. But we've been texting over the phone. Got this scheduled 2 weeks ago. I had to do quite a bit of research. I haven't done anything like this before. As you guys know, if you've been watching me, I just mostly do houses, concrete, things like that. Oh, so I had to do a lot of research online, found a rough estimate of prices per truck, like with the trailer, without the trailer, box truck, stuff like that. Ended up quoting the gentleman $500 to get it done. And I haven't even done my first wash yet, and he already asked me to come out and start doing it monthly. So we'll see how that follows through. But yeah, I'm excited, nervous. A regular monthly revenue would be nice. I don't have that right now. I have to advertise, try to get clients, stuff like that, and I'm still going to. But this is a good jump start to what I'm trying to accomplish with my business. I got about 20 minutes. We'll talk about the product real quick. I'm not going to drag you out on that long for it. So I found a couple different products. Everything's touchless. I don't want to bust out a scrub brush and be scrubbing the snot out of bugs and dirt and all that stuff. From professionally detailing cars, I know how that goes, how time consuming it is. So after a couple hours of research, I found stuff called Stars and Stripes. I bought the gallon. It's 1 gallon of Stars, 1 gallon of Stripes. So it was $116 with shipping. But what it does is you spray on the first one, and it's a acid-based wash, so it gets rid of the bugs. I believe some of the grease and some of the really hard stuck stuff. And then you spray on the Stripes, and it's like it neutralizes the acid in the Stars, but then it also degreases and gets rid of the road grime and the hard stuck stuff as well. And then supposedly when you rinse it, once you hit it with water, it neutralizes everything and gets back to normal pH, so it's not harmful. The chemical is a super concentrate. So what that means is, mine in particular, it's supposed to be diluted 100 to 1. So I have foam cannons, and so when you put it in a foam cannon, you dilute it 5 to 1, and then of course it gets diluted as it comes out the end of the foam cannon. It's supposed to be good with hard water. It looked like it had a semi-polished finish. I know they have a third product, and I've read a couple of articles that says if you let the stuff dry on the truck, it actually fades the paint, etches glass, stuff like that. So you got to be extra careful with it. I do have a scrub brush in here. It's meant for gutters, but if I got to use it on the rims or something really stuck, I will. So for those of you guys who've never seen me before, Matt, Ham's Mobile Services. I have been pressure washing I'm going on 3 years. I haven't advertised real hard, so I've had a handful of jobs each year, enough to keep me going, but not enough to quit my full-time job. So right now I'm a weekend warrior. I've got a 275-gallon water tank in my van. Got a 4-gallon-a-minute DeWalt pressure washer. I got a bunch of different tips and a couple different guns, lances, whatever. But it's going well. I got a surface cleaner. But you'll if you watch my other videos, you'll see all this stuff. That was just a quick intro. I have not washed trucks yet. I'm not opposed to it. I don't know. We'll just see how today goes. Either way, if this guy wants to keep me coming back, I'll keep coming back. And if it goes well, I'll start advertising fleet washes and start doing that. Stay open. Stay willing to do stuff. I had actually talked about trash bin cleaning with my wife earlier, like a month ago or so, because I haven't gotten hardly any house jobs yet. So just keep your options open. You got the equipment. There's a lot you can do. Pressure washing isn't just for houses, concrete. Like I said, I'm doing semi-trucks today. You can do bin cleaning. There's a lot of different stuff out there you could be doing. We'll catch you on the flip side. I'm going to get out there, wash the trucks, get this edited and posted. All right, guys. I still got a bit of a drive, so we're just going to keep chatting. So I found out about pressure washing on, I believe it was YouTube, like I said, about 3 years ago. But did 2 months of research, guys. I watched it all. Followed some guys, really paid attention to what they're doing. The hard part is trying to find what to charge. Nobody wants to talk about it because they're afraid someone's going to come in and undercut. But I mean, you do what you're going to do. So I'm not afraid to do that. If you want to learn prices on what I do, just stay tuned to my channel. I don't post a whole lot because I don't get a whole lot of jobs. But I will talk about prices if you guys are interested. Well, whether you're interested or not, I'm going to talk about it anyways. I already talked about this one. My dream business model, I guess. So what I want to be doing with my business is I want to scale up to the point where I can just do commercial washing. We're talking fleet washes, like I said, if this goes well, gas stations, restaurants, dumpster pads. Right now with my machine, I can't do any big buildings, but when I upgrade my machine, we'll get into that as well. So in the area I'm at, when I bought my equipment and started, I was about the second or third pressure washer in the area. I could have been big by now, guys, but I didn't hit the advertising. I didn't do the amount of contacting and stuff as I needed to.
Alright guys, got some foam cannon action going on here. Filmed it upright so I could post it on Facebook, Instagram, possibly try to get some work that way. I know people like seeing the foam and the up close shots like this, so I wanted to be sure to get some of those when I could. Alright guys, it was hot out. I wanted to pre-soak the truck. The sun was shining pretty good. I didn't want my stuff to flash dry on it, so I was trying to get it wet, just cool it off a little bit. You can see how hot it was. That's all sweat on my shirt. That's not it's not water. So we're plugging in the stars right now. That's the first set of the treatment. It's laying on some pretty thick foam. It was only supposed to dwell for 60 seconds, but it's hard to keep track of time while you're doing stuff, so I realized after watching the video it actually sat for longer than that, which may be part of the problem I was having with it not wanting to come off the way it was supposed to, you know. But foam's looking good. Sprayed the undercarriage here, trying to get all the cracks and crevices. I didn't want anything untouched. I wanted to make sure it all was at least uniform, you know. The rims didn't end up coming off very clean. Not entirely sure why, but first truck I hit the rims with the scrub brush, didn't really seem to do much. So here's the stripes portion I'm spraying on there. I realized while I was washing this truck, I kept hitting the dial on my foam cannon, which determines how much chemical you're spitting out. So it's not laying on as thick because I hit that dial and it's just not spraying out as much. But all in all, it worked a little better than I anticipated after going back and watching the video again. So after going back and watching the video, obviously I can't get this point of view while I'm washing. I realized that the tip I was using was the wrong tip. The only tip I have available is the 20-degree tip, and it just wasn't right. You can see the pattern's not very wide. I'm having to go back and forth a lot due to the pattern not being very wide. I actually don't have the rest of my tips anymore, so I'm gonna have to go out and buy a 40-degree tip and see if that helps. You're supposed to be about 12 inches away spraying some good PSI on it, and I'm a little further away, but again, that 20-degree tip wasn't giving me the pattern I wanted here. So this truck on this side here is the only spot I hand scrubbed. It really made a big difference. I didn't really want to, but I did not have my mixtures right. I'll talk about it at the end of the video. But the hand scrubbing really got some of that grime I was unhappy with after hitting it with the pressure. This was hard, guys. That thing is heavy. It's meant to have a pressure washing tip on the end of it, so the extra hose in there makes it heavy. It's extendable. You can tell kind of towards the end I'm slowing down a little bit while I'm scrubbing. But my arms were tired, guys. I couldn't hardly lift them above my head. I was really struggling. But all in all, this side of the truck came out pretty clean. I was happy with it after I scrubbed it, but again, I did not want to be scrubbing. So it is what it is. You could see the scrubbing power work as I was on the front of the truck there. While I was rinsing it, you could really see the dirt washing off, and that's what I was unhappy about when I was spraying. I could tell it was still sitting there because it's a white truck. I don't think these have been washed in a while, so it took a little extraness to get some of that off. So I'm hoping with the regular washes that these will start becoming easier, and then as I get my mixtures more correct, and maybe I'm gonna try a couple extra different chemicals and see what happens. This clip here shows how well it really works when you're getting the right application in the right area with the right pressure. All the conditions were right. You can see it really peeling off there. This truck is the one I lost the video on. Don't know where it went, but this is the one I washed. I actually washed this one 3 times. So it came out a lot cleaner looking at the before and afters, but then again, while I'm standing there looking at it, it was hard to tell, you know. So here you can also see it really coming off pretty good. This is the mixture I ended up using at the end, and the pressure's working, so I didn't scrub this side of the truck, and I didn't have to scrub the last truck.
All right, guys, I'm done. That was rough. Definitely not what I'm used to. So I got there, and of course nobody was there, which is all right. Nobody ended up showing up. I didn't see anybody. I was only able to get 3 trucks washed. They didn't have the other ones prepped. They were too close together, or doors were left open, things like that. So 3 trucks total. I was out there for about 5 hours. The biggest problem I had is the Stars and Stripes label was incorrect. Mix ratios for my foam cannons that I have, and so the first tanker, it was a propane tanker. I washed it once with the ratio they recommended, a second time with the new ratio I tried, and the third time with the ratio that I settled on. But part of the problem I was running into, you'll see some pictures and stuff, but the tanker had staining on it. It wasn't all just road grime. It was stained, and I wasn't seeing that because I'm not used to looking for that. But I think it'll be better next time. The tanker and the second one I did took the longest. Third one I did only took about an hour or so, maybe an hour and a half. But we'll go back. We'll do it again if he wants me back. So I ended up knocking $100 off his price due to him not having those trucks ready. I was going to knock $200 off, but then I realized that I still had to pay for chemicals. So my goal today was to make enough money to make it worth trying to go out again. So I knocked $100 off, so that means my profit was just shy of $300. For a full day's work, or most of a day's work, not terrible. But we'll have it sped up next time now that I know my mixture ratios. As far as what I used a little more than I should have because I didn't have my mixtures right. So I ended up using about a half a gallon of each. So next time I go out there, I'm going to have to end up buying more. I might buy, if it does continue to be a monthly recurring thing, I'll end up buying bigger containers because the larger you buy them, the cheaper it is. So that's where I'm at. I'm exhausted, guys. My back hurts. I'm not used to having to use pressure to wash stuff. So yeah, it's tough work, but I'd recommend it if you can do it. It was rough, but it wasn't horrible. I'd go back and do it again for sure. Anyways, that'll be it, guys. We'll get this edited and posted, and then I'll see you on the next one.